Thank you for accepting the call of the three kingdoms and coming to Norheim to join this great battle of survival and resurgence. Now, let's choose the kingdom you'll become the brilliant lord for.
The Philosopher's Stone. A human soul bound by rarest alchemy is the key to opening the ultimate gate. The fight for the stone has been a curse, and the kingdoms of man have been at war for hundreds of years. All the while, Gnome's forces in the distant north were quietly rising. Three years ago, the Gnomes shattered the northern line of defense and led their mechanical army into the fray. One by one, our cities are falling. If nothing is done, the human world may face its doom.
You have finally arrived, my lord. Our warmest welcome. Unfortunately, as you can see, your territory is in dire need.
The gnomes have ransacked our cities like a plague of locusts. Many buildings have been destroyed, and many people left homeless. Our people desperately need your help.
I've heard you brought alchemists. That's wonderful. Please order them to restore the castle, where our people can take refuge temporarily. Astounding! Is this the legendary alchemy of the goddess? Such a huge building, restored to its former glory in an instant.
You are indeed a wise ruler. As a sergeant, I would also suggest you consider rebuilding the walls. We have news that the gnomes are planning another attack. Terrible news. A gnome unit has been spotted outside the city.
Listen up, city dwellers! Hand over all your Philosopher's Stones, or don't blame us for getting nasty!
My lord, this is the Philosopher's Stone we fought so hard to protect. It can summon an immortal as strong as Lancelot, but only the alchemists know how to use it.
Don't hesitate. We need more immortals to protect our home.
Je n'aurai de repos tant que mon devoir ne sera accompli.
Next, we need to train our troops and establish defensive units. Before that, we'll need the alchemists to quickly restore the training grounds. The barracks were damaged during the last battle. You must restore the cavalry barracks to train troops. Your orders, my lord. Wonderfully done! The cavalry barracks have been built. Troops, arm yourselves and be on the ready.
My lord, it takes time to train troops, but our enemies won't give us that luxury. You should use an item to speed up troop training.
Our brave troops are ready, at your command. You can try organizing them into units now.
Donnant, donnant!
Perfectly done. It's time to shut those horrible gnomes up. Charge!
Foolish humans! Are you looking for death?
Has gathered enough energy to cast a powerful skill.
Nice attack! Great! We successfully repelled a unit of gnomes. I believe that, under your command, we'll be able to rout the remaining enemies one by one.
That's right. And once you clean up this area outside the city, you'll also be able to build farms to deal with the food shortage we're facing.
Damn it! These humans were on their last legs! Where did they find the strength to resist?
My lord, many of our troops have been wounded in battle. You should build a hospital to treat them.
My lord, gnomes have been spotted prowling outside the city walls. We must increase our power and fend them off. Furthermore, city construction remains a pressing issue. As your scribe, I have collated all the tasks we have at hand. This should be able to help you.
My lord, have you heard of the great wizard Merlin? We once fought side by side, and there are few who can withstand the power of his magic. Our situation is bleak, more than ever. We have need of powerful allies. If you are willing to help, I can put your name forward.
The future is like a game to me.
My lord, you can claim noble experience points once daily for free. The more consecutive days you log in, the more noble experience points you earn. Increase your noble level to enjoy various buffs. You can claim the free noble chest once daily. The higher your noble level, the better its contents. You will unlock a corresponding Noble Exalted gift pack with each new noble level reached. Some gift packs contain legendary immortal soul crystals. My lord, all the items you have obtained are stored here.
My king, I beg your forgiveness.
My lord, are you ready to fight your next opponent? I'm certain that victory shall be ours.
If we are to defend against long-range gnome attacks, our troops should also be equipped with immortals who are skilled at long-range attacks.
Δεν είμαι μόνο ένα όμορφο πρόσωπο.
Congratulations, my lord. We summoned a new immortal. Let's deploy them at once.
Η ομορφιά χάνεται, αλλά οι πράξεις
You have deployed 3 combat units with the same elemental attribute, thus activating the aura effect. Elements are unique to this land. They interact with one another, and each has its own strengths and weaknesses. Deploy immortals of the same attribute to boost your troops' combat power. My lord, are you ready to fight your next opponent? I'm certain that victory shall be ours.
Χιονοθύελα!
Yet another hard-won victory. The morale of our troops is surging. They have the utmost confidence that we'll be able to drive out the enemy.
We've now recaptured our lumber holdings. We need quality wood to continue city construction. Please build a lumber mill now.
You've already finished the first stage of the mission Grace came up with. It appears I've underestimated you before.
You'd better watch your tongue, Duncan. Since you have nothing better to do, I suggest you make yourself useful and help Lancelot tidy up the warehouse with me.
Grace, look at this book. I don't understand everything that's written here, but it seems to be about something magical.
This part is about immortals. And look here, how to increase the battle power of immortals. That's it. The soul crystal shards obtained from summoning immortals can be used to strengthen the corresponding immortal. This will be of great help to us. Let's try it out now.
My king, I beg your forgiveness.
Δεν είμαι μόνο ένα όμορφο πρόσωπο.
This is the last of the enemies. Victory is within sight, but the giant robot scorpion will be a fierce challenge. Knight, attack!
Sono fiera!
My lord, we've driven away the gnomes that were outside the city. We're safe for now.
Still, we cannot let down our guard. I fear that gnome units may attack again at any moment. We must complete the city's facilities as soon as possible. To do so, my lord, we will require more stone. I recommend constructing a quarry. My lord, all affairs within your territory are in perfect order, and we have received no reports of further gnome attacks. May we be permitted to leave the city's confines? I think that a change of scenery would do us all a lot of good.
Let's go! I've wanted to see the outside of the city for quite some time already.
Norheim is a vast continent. Though the three kingdoms would go to war on occasion, most people had hopes of a brighter future. However, everything changed when the gnome units attacked from the north. I hope we can quickly take back the cities captured by the gnomes and rescue the people suffering under their yoke.
The gnome troops wandering outside the city remain a constant threat. However, they often carry quality wares that we can obtain if we defeat them. Why don't you try it out?
You can earn immortal experience points and immortal equipment by defeating gnome armies, but you must first defeat the weaker armies before you can challenge the stronger ones.
Sing a song of sixpence.
My lord, your territory panel can be used to view basic information and to do some operations. Please allow me to introduce you the basic functions. The monument collates all the steel shards of the Mnemosynes steel we obtain while exploring the ruins. When you have enough insight, you can start collecting the next stage of the steel story. My lord,
My lord, you are now highly experienced in both rebuilding your territory and fighting the gnomes. You can now consolidate the experience into concrete abilities called talents. Talents are divided into two tracks, deployment and military. You can change which track to focus on based on your strategic needs. Now, let's try and learn a development talent. My lord, our scouts have found an area outside the city with rich iron reserves. It's the perfect location for a smeltery.
My lord, I just received news from the kingdom that maritime trade, previously stopped by the gnomes, has been restored. The harbor has just been repaired, and merchant ships are already docking there. It seems that it won't be long before we're a major port of maritime trade. Each voyage requires a certain amount of time and gold. As the Chronicle progresses, more ports will become available, which you can trade at for more rewards. Now, let's start a voyage. My lord, I'm sure you're now quite familiar with your territory and have a preliminary plan for future development. Recently, the kingdom sent an immortal to bring a 7-day challenge to the lords. Complete the challenge to earn various resources required for territory development.
Seen such a luxurious merchant ship for a very long time. And to think there's one right here, now, at our territory.
These merchant Shippers all come from distant lands and bring with them all kinds of tasty foods. Duncan, looks like your taste buds are in for another treat tonight.
These merchant ships are not just beneficial to trade, but also an excellent source of military intelligence. I hope they'll be able to find news of my father